Hello everyone, and welcome to a bonus episode of Spyro 3, which is basically just going to be me showing off some of the different cheat codes that you can put into this game to do some stuff. And the first one that I want to show off is actually kind of important because it's a cutscene that got dummied out of the game. If you remember, there was a cutscene before we fought the first boss and the third boss, but there wasn't one for the second boss, for Spike, and it actually exists. Some versions of the game actually still play it. The one that the speedrunners use, I know, does play it. That version also has different music in some of the worlds, too. Like Lost Fleet, instead of having the music that it does, it actually has a different version of Sheila's music, with, like, jazzier instruments. It's hard to explain how this thing works, but... Anyway, so what you do is you hit pause, you go to the start menu, and apparently this works with any movie. You can enter, basically you'll enter the first part of the code, and then the last two inputs that you put in will decide what cutscene will get played afterwards. So I hope I do this correctly. I couldn't do it with the analog stick, but I reformatted my controller so that I use the D-pad instead, and I need to do that anyway to get started on recording Mega Man X4, so what you're supposed to do is go into the start menu and press up, down, left, right, square, and then if you press... Oh, that was a sound. And it looks like it's frozen for some reason. But if you press left and then down, we should be watching Spike is Born! Check that shit out. Isn't that cool? So we can just sit back and enjoy the cutscene.
You bumbling, idiotic, worthless fool! I ask you to carry out one simple task, and you fail me! I should have known better than to rely on a child. But don't worry about it. I'll deal with them now.
These eggs can't be worth all this trouble.
Without the dragons, the magic in this world will wither away. Without magic, I'll die, and so will your ever-so-slim chance of becoming a sorceress! Now, watch how a real sorceress dispatches her enemies. How would you like some dragon for lunch?
So yeah, I have no idea why that cutscene just disappeared from this game, but it's kind of cool, and I'm glad I found the cheat code to be able to show it off. And now, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to look up some of the other cheat codes here. I actually just dragged my emulator window over, so if the thing skips for a second, that's why. Okay, so this is interesting. Here we have, let me set this up in such a way that I can see both the cheat code list and also my game at the same time. So if you enter this code, pause the game, press left, right, L1, R1, L1, R1, square, circle, Spyro becomes 2D, which is funny. And I'm assuming that if you just do it again, left, right, L1, R1, L1, R1, square, circle, he just turns it back. So that's cool, and then let's see here. Pause the game, press R2, L2, R2, L2, up 4 times, 3, 4, circle. Well, that gives you 99 lives right there, okay. So, whoops, I didn't want to go into the atlas. Pause the game, press up R1, up R1, up R1, and circle 4 times. Whoa, boy howdy. Now Spyro has a big head. I remember in Ratchet & Clank there was a Ratchet has a big head cheat code. I guess this actually makes his flames bigger and probably his charging hitbox too, so... I can understand why it would be kind of a... This is more of an actual cheat. So let's just get rid of that. Up, R1, up, R1, up, R1. Okay. Now, let's see here. Pause the game. This is going to be really boring to watch, probably, just because it's me rattling off cheat codes, and there's not going to be any substance to this, but press up, left, down, right, up, square, R1, R2, L1, L2, up, right, down, left, up, down. What the fuck? Oh, Spyro's black now. That's, interesting. And now I think, yeah, because there's a whole bunch of cheat codes for changing his color. So that was black Spyro. Now let's see here. I lost my place. Up, left. Whoops, that wasn't left. Up, left, down, right, up, square, R... That was not R1. Up, left, down, right, up, square, R1, R2, L1, L2. Up, right, down, left, up, X. No? Oh, now he's like a weird, not purple, kind of? I think this is supposed to be blue Spyro. The next one is actually a cheat code for the Crash Bash demo, which I'm not going to bother doing. But apparently all you have to do is go to the title screen, hold L1 and R2 and press square. So now let's see. Pause the game, press circle, square, right, left, right, square, circle, X. What did that do? I actually don't know. Let's see. Easy mode. I don't know what easy mode is. Okay, the next one is for the end credits, which we saw. Oh, it's also only for the PAL version, which I'm pretty sure I'm not playing. Extra hit point, which we already have, but if you want to get that all the way, level voices, that's weird. I don't know what that is. Square, square, circle, circle, square, square, circle, circle. I don't know what that's supposed to do. But there's another color here. Let's see. Pause the game, press up, left, down, right, up, square, R1, R2, L1, L2, up, right, down, left, up, triangle. Okay. I see kind of how this works now. Oh! I understand it! I understand it! Because triangle is green, and the last button you push is the one that changes its color. Okay. I see how this works. More hit points. Oh, there's a more difficult game, too. I won't really bother with that, really, because there's no more game to put in. Okay. Pink Spyro. Pause the game. Press up, left, down, right, up, square, R1, R2, L1, L2, up, right, down, left, up, square. And now he's pink, which is the color of the square button, I guess. So I guess if I do the same thing except press circle, it'll give me a red Spyro. Up, left, down, right, up, square, R1, R2, L1, L2, up, right, down, left, up, circle. And sure enough, now I'm like a weird red color. That's kind of interesting. There's a couple more not skill points, but cheat codes here. There is a yellow Spyro. Okay. So I guess we gotta do the same thing over again. It's kind of like just making circles with the D-pad. So up, left, down, right, up. Square, R1, R2, L1, L2. Up, right, down, left, up. Up. Okay. Now he's yellow. Well, that's a weird color of yellow. And lastly, let's see here. Squid skateboard. I guess we kind of need to be around there. There's also cheat codes to have you warp to any level you want to go to. But you can use Sparks' ability, because I have Sparks' ability. So let's go to the Atlas. And basically, all you need to do. Where should we go? You know what? Since Sunnyvilla gave us so many problems early on, in terms of getting the skill point in the skateboarding section, I'll show off the squid skateboard here. Yeah, autosave unavailable. Maybe that's what I'll do at the very end. I'll show the file, the 117% completion, after I save my game, because I started using save states to record my progress instead of the in-game save, so that kind of I went back to the title screen, and I only have 25% of the way. Yeah, we already heard you say that, Hunter. But let's see here. Pause the game, press up, up, left, left, right, right, down, down, square, circle, square. And now skateboards should be squids. Oh, look at that! Isn't that kind of nifty? Yeah. Get that double twisted lime, yo. Maybe I can break a new course record. I guess I can. Well, no. You know what? Freaking... forget about it. Exit area. We'll quit the game. I'll show you what 117% looks like on the main level. But first, I guess you gotta exit the area, then you gotta exit the level, then you gotta quit the game. So, but yeah, it was so much fun recording this LP. I'm really happy. Well, I'm mostly really happy with the way that it turned out, and that's always a good sign. So, our hero takes a rest. Yeah, the super bonus round got a little rough, but the super bonus round is always a little rough, so I don't even care. And we go back to the title screen, which you now recognize as Fireworks Factory, which was also where one of the last cutscenes in the game took place. And look at that. Where's my 117%? You know what? Because I've been saving my state, it hasn't been able to save my game. Oh, well, I guess I can't show you the actual number, but I will see you next time on my channel. I hopefully you enjoyed this. I don't know. I can't force you to enjoy it because I can't do that. I can't control your life, but anyway, bye.